All right, good evening, everybody. It's Moto Mitch, and welcome to Moto Mitch TV. It's Thursday night at 7:30. Folks, last week we missed Moto Mitch TV on Thursday. I've got a lot of calls out and comments. Hey, where's Moto Mitch TV? We need it back. We need it back. We didn't have any content last week. It was a little slower because it was Father's Day weekend. Michael, 955, decided to go on vacation with his buddy TJ, who's been in a video before with us. They went to Wisconsin Dells or something, right, Mike?
Yeah.
So they were gone. So we didn't race that weekend. We didn't have nothing going on. They didn't get back until late Sunday night. So then we had all week to get ready. The following weekend, or last weekend, was Big Air. I had to work, so Mom took the camper and all the stuff over there, and I ended up going there Friday night after work, helping them get set up, and then I worked the late shift on Saturday. So Saturday morning, I got up, got Mike, helped him get around, got ready, and I ended up taking off of work at like 10:30 in the morning. They started practice and racing Saturday. And how did you guys do on Saturday, Michael?
Oh, we did good. Both me and Keegan were riding pretty good, I'd say.
You rode the what classes were you in?
250C, Schoolboy 2, and 125BC.
So how did you make out in that 250 class?
Pretty good. I went 1-1.
In 250C, you went 1-1?
Yeah.
So that was pretty good. And I was at work, so I had to miss all of it. So I worked the late shift Saturday, come home, I go to bed, and I worked the early shift on Sunday. So I was back at work on Sunday, and same scenario. You was racing 125BC, Schoolboy 2 and 250C, and you went through the first two motos on the 250, right? They were the first two motos.
Yeah.
And how was you doing there?
I did good. I had a good battle in 250C, but I ended up taking first, and then Schoolboy 2. Carson Fields checked out, so I got second place.
So nice job. Keegan was riding extremely well too on both days. But then you went on your third and final moto of Moto 1, the first round, and you were on 125BC. Tell us what happened.
So I remember going off the start. I had a terrible start, so I was way back there. And then the next thing I remember, I felt raindrops, and I don't remember anything.
So I get a call at 1 o'clock from Mom saying Michael ate dirt hard. Apparently he was on the big triple towards the back side of Big Air there. Cased it. Some people seen it. Nobody had it on video, thank goodness, but some people seen it. He cased it hard on the 125, went over the bars, I guess. He was unconscious for a while. Ambulance, thank God, was there. Obviously, they're at the motocross track, so they checked him out and they said, you know what, we're transporting him to the hospital. So I got the call when it happened. So I left work at 1, and they were taking him to Grand Rapids to the Children's Hospital because he's only 14. So, long story short, I meet up with him in Grand Rapids. He's in getting a CAT scan for concussion. He was kind of loopy, but thank God that's all it turned out to be, was the no broken bones, just a concussion. His jersey's ripped off from him. It had some tire marks on it, so I don't know what happened there, if somebody ran him over or what, but apparently he hit hard. His helmet's busted up on the visor area, so a new helmet for sure on that. But just all in all, man, thank goodness you're okay on the 125. So he didn't get to finish the second motos, but he's in the hospital saying, am I going to make it back for round 2? I'm like, no, you're not. Motos are done for the day, because he was out of it. So Doc says he's got to be off for 2 weeks at least. So this coming weekend is Valley. We're going to take the camper over there for Mom and him. I got to work again. I'm off on Sunday, but
You're just watching.
We're just going to go watch and camp, and I'm going to go over there, and if the weather's decent, I'm going to race on Sunday. So Keegan, do you remember what places he did on Saturday and Sunday? He did good. Keegan did good. Why don't we take a few seconds, folks? I'll throw in a few videos of practice. Michael on his 250, Keegan, what videos I got. We'll be right back. Stay tuned, folks. We'll be right back. All right. That was some pretty goddamn good videos, Mike. You guys were rocking it.
Yeah.
Too bad that you ate dirt the way you did, because that was some good motos. You ended up first place there on Saturday and second place, and I don't know what you ended up on 125 BC, but it was a good overall day of racing. So nice job on that. Now my other son, Tad, he did a series on Sunday in the woods. They went up to Ogama Trails, wasn't it, Mike?
Yeah.
For a round, I can't remember what round it was, of the Enduro Sprint Series. We're fishing, by the way, you guys, so we got lines in the water. We decided we're going fishing. So Tad was out there, and he ended up taking third place. He bought, after the first round, up at 10 Pines, he decided he bought a new bike. So Tad ended up buying a 24 250 XC KTM, which is sweet, and then he tricked it out a little bit more with an exhaust guard, some other things that he's got on it. So it's a sweet bike. So he went to Ogama over in West Branch area and did that, and he ended up in third place. And he also got a new GoPro, so there's some GoPro footage of that. Michael's got to get back in to put the GoPro on. I know it's a little bit of pain in the butt, but check out this video from Tad, you guys. It's pretty cool. He's got GoPro video and some other action. So watch this video of Tad, and then we'll be right back. Alright, everybody. Well, like I said, that's going to wrap it up for this week of Moto Mitch TV. We're going to be at Valley. We will have highlights, and I'm not for sure if Moto Michael's photography will be out and about, because he's not racing, so he's got plenty of time. But Sunday, I'm off, and Moto Mitch might race with Jim Jules, Blake Viper, and maybe Pete. We're going to see if we can get the old guys racing team together and do a battle on Sunday. So I'll throw on the GoPro for that. Did you finally decide if you're going to be out of the 125 business, Mike?
Yeah, I'm done with them.
So the 125, I think it's a little bit, number one, having two classes.
That was huge, bro. Huge fish just jumped.
Okay. So doing multiple classes and then going in between, back and forth between the bikes, I'm not for sure if that's a great idea, because that might be why you case that hard. If you were used to riding the 250, you don't have to give it that much juice, and on that 125, you got to really crank that bike to get it over that jump. So I'm not for sure what happened, but thank God you're alive, man. That was a long 2-hour ride to Grand Rapids. Anyways, stay tuned. The YZ125s are both going up for sale. Who knows what we're getting next, but we'll have videos of that. Stay tuned for next week's episode. We're going to have highlights of Valley. Moto Mike will get some videos of things. We will have a rider spotlight. We were going to do that last week, but Michael ended up taking an ambulance ride, so we didn't get the rider spotlight that we wanted to. And that's going to be, and I'm sure Logan will be there. It's going to be Logan Malcolmson, good friend of ours. He's been battling Mike on the in Schoolboy 2, and he runs in the 125. He's a good kid, so a lot of stuff going on with Logan, and this kid flies too. So stay tuned the following Thursday for rider spotlight of Logan Malcolmson. So that's all I got. Mike, you got anything?
No.
All right. That concludes this episode of Moto Mitch TV. 2 boys out. Let's get back to fishing, Mike.
Oh, I got one. Whoa.